So I'm not sure if all of you know, Cliff did a video chat, what have you, with a guy named Crypto Crow on YouTube. It is this video. And if you go to approximately 1 hour and 18 minutes and push play there, he talks a bit about crypto. But my good buddy Dave, the same guy that showed, the ESETI guy, and that showed those pictures of the RVs lined up and down the streets of California. He says, hey Joe, during today's interview with Crypto Crow, Cliff stated multiple times about how the emotional tone levels for BTC will be much higher later this year as compared to the highest levels seen over the past few years, in particular the November to December 2017 period. So it'll be multiples higher than that. Below is a link to the video, which I'll link you guys that video, same video, where Cliff states more specifically that the positive emotional tone levels will be 1 to 2 orders of magnitude, so 10 to 100 times greater than last year. You only need to listen for 60 to 90 seconds. And I listened. And he says, by the way, Cliff also stated that he's going to issue another crypto report during or the end of the first week in July or so. Woohoo. I know some of you've asked me, and I told you, if I know Cliff like I think I know Cliff, he's going to come back and do a report. Because he'll do some other things, he'll probably get bored of those things, and then get back into the old thing, the old crypto stuff. I mean, how could you not want to look at this stuff? It's probably constantly on his mind. So that's great news. Also, Thursday, we're doing a live stream, Three Amigos, with an additional special guest. And we're going to talk about all kinds of different things. And as far as the rest of this email, he says he also listed the top 4 performing coins that he think are going to be very good this year. Yeah, maybe at the end of the year, but it should be good. Although he didn't use the word end of the year. He just said Cliff also stated that he's going to issue another report during the end of the first week in July. Woohoo. He also listed the top 4 performing coins. So he didn't put a time frame on that, but he says Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple even, Litecoin, and then number 5, he says he has Cardano, XLM, which I believe is Stellar, IOTA, or question mark, and he says Cliff is less certain about that kind of 5th spot. So maybe it's Cardano, maybe it's Stellar, maybe it's IOTA. Lastly, Cliff expressed concerns about Theta and EOS. He doesn't like the video streaming and blockchain offerings. He also sees EOS failing later this year. Don't quote me. Listen to the video, you'll hear exact verbiage that he gave. So, nice job on the motorhome video in Silicon Valley. There were a lot of comments posted. One person named the street Shoreline Boulevard. They must be a local person. So yeah, he says here's a URL that cites RVs becoming the new alternative to high rents, which I'm not going to do a video on that, but yeah. So I know Cliff is not like Theta from day one, but Theta is going to be having its own blockchain. If I look at the roadmap, if I recall, was December of this year or late this year for Theta. I put a substantial amount of my own money into Theta, and I still believe in it, because here's the thing, things can change. They can make something great, possibly. They may make some software updates in the future that all of a sudden, let's just say, for example, Cliff High loves, and then he changes his mind. Hey, yeah, oh yeah, Theta's great now. It wasn't before, but now it is. You know what I mean? That's possible. But I'm telling you, as much as I love Cliff High, and I love that guy, I'll be honest, even if he said, Joe, my Webbot report is saying Theta is going to be complete trash, going to be complete garbage. I believe in Theta so much that I would say thank you for that information, but I'm hanging on. I swear to you right now, I would say that. That's how much I believe in that freaking Theta. And I'm willing to just wait on it. Again, not something that was going to be a fast mover, according to Michelle. I know you're going to have to wait. But, I do want to read you one more thing. I forgot. I don't even know how I just reminded myself. But so I've had a conversation with this guy many times in email, And he goes, "Hey, dear Joe, I just listened to your last YouTube, which I think he's talking about tonight. Um, okay, I have not shared this with anyone, but it's kind of funny. And you don't know who he is, so it's just an anonymous person. I'm the guy who has been struggling with his back for years. Recently, I saw a healer who came recommended. I told him everything about my back, and he started, working on me. Kind of a spiritual kind of person too, apparently. And I don't know what he means by worked on my back. I mean, was he doing like Reiki, some kind of energy healing, or was he physically doing physical work on your back? He didn't say, so I don't know. But from the sounds of this individual is a spiritual kind of a person, as you're going to see. However, he made a few comments about my life. He's never met this guy ever. So while he's working on him, he's making comments to him. Psychic kind of comments. However, he made a few comments about my life that were 100% true, and I was actually flabbergasted. Just personal stuff. So all personal stuff that he's like, how the hell does this guy know that? I mean, I never met you in my life. You're coming here working on my back. That's why I tend to think this was a energy kind of a healing episode. And I'm here to tell you, listen to me. I'm not playing with you. When I went to ESETI, and there's a guy there named Phil. He's younger than me, but he's clearly an adult. I mean, he's probably in his 30s, for sure, I'd say. But he does energy healing, chi or whatever. I'm not even sure, honestly, what kind he does. I think it was some kind of chi thing. And I laid down on that table, and I said, yeah, my stomach kind of I don't know if I have like diverticulitis or something, or I wasn't really sure, I was like, but my main thing, I was like, the main thing, man, if my foot, I've had 3 surgeries, it still ain't right, And again, I'm going to tell you now, to be fair, I don't want to like pre-say that my foot has been feeling better than it ever has, and it's going to stay that way, like this guy freaking healed my foot. I can't say that yet because it's too early. But I'm here to tell you, damn it, my foot feels freaking good. I mean, compared to what I've been dealing with. But, again, in all fairness, I have spouts of, hey, it feels pretty damn good. I wish it would stay like this. And then, oh, it hurts again. So I can't be premature here to tell you, oh, I went over to ESETI and the guy, Phil, there healed me for sure. I got to be fair. But I'm here to tell you that if another, let's say, month goes by right now, and my foot still feels pretty damn good, like it is now. I haven't gone 2 straight months, ever, since my foot's been messed up, where it felt pretty damn good. So I will be keeping an eye on that. But I do want to tell you, when he was doing his thing on me, not even touching me, I knew exactly where he was, even though my eyes are closed, I'm just relaxing. By the energy I felt, my right leg was twitching, then my left foot would twitch, and I knew he was working on it. I knew when he got to my stomach. I knew when he was over my head. The feeling, like when I got to ESETI, about, like I told you, I had this like pressure energy. I felt a little bit sick and nauseous at first, and that went away, but the pressure never left my head. That energy, it was insane. But I kept feeling like above, just a little bit above my temple was like a sweet spot. And when he started working there, I was like, whoa. I don't know how to describe it other than like magnetism, like in my head and in his hand. He's screwing around like, north and south pole, that's how I can describe it to you. But thus far, results are pretty good. So I'm not going to say I'm healed by this guy, not yet. But I think that's what this guy dealt with by someone similar. And he says he's telling me this personal stuff. I'm flabbergasted. 100% true. Then he says, why do you worry so much about money? He never said anything about money. The guy just tells him that. Why do you worry so much about money? And I said, well, money is tight. I have a lot of debt, etc. And he says, well, no clue why, but it seems all that will change in August, quite dramatically. He says, I laughed and I said, I haven't got a clue. Now, the only thing he tells me, me telling you this now, he said, this email to me, he says, now the only thing that could possibly make me wealthy are my cryptos, unless I win the lottery, which seems even more unlikely. So your mom, about your car and all that stuff in August, might be right. I just wanted to share that because that just came in a little while ago. Like very recently when I just started doing this video. Like right before I started. And I thought, oh, that's interesting. And I know the email. That's cool. So I thought that was interesting. Stranger working on you, telling you everything about your life that's very private. And you're like, whoa, 100% this guy's nailing it. Or I say guy. Was it a guy? Actually, he didn't say if it was a guy or a girl. He just said a healer came. So told him, okay, yeah, told him regarding my back. So it was a he. Okay, it was a guy. However, he made a few comments about my life that were 100% true. And I was flabbergasted. Interesting. So, you know, look. I didn't have to share that with you. I could have just kept that to myself, to be honest with you. But I'm trying to tell you, I don't think there's any issues with cryptos. They sell off, they go down, they surprise you in a worse way, and then they surprise you in a good way. Clif High's back out. He's coming out with a report in July, end of the first week or so. I'm going to have him on Three Amigos with an additional special guest this Thursday. And I'd like to talk a little bit about cryptos. I'm sure you guys would love us to anyways, and some other things, health, and you know how we always talk about different stuff. And yeah, so we'll see how that goes. But you know, again, it's not exactly as the guy from Short Circuit, the little Indian guy. I am not finding this pleasingly pleasant to come in here at $99, $99 of Litecoin on the wall, $99 of Litecoin. If one of the dollars should happen to fall, $98. You know, no, nobody is going to stare at this and say, oh yeah, you know, I'm not going to come out here. Hey everybody, this is effing awesome. Like, no, it sucks looking at it. It does. It sucks looking at this. But again, keep your eye on the ball. Keep your eye on the prize. Clif High's WebBot stuff has been phenomenally accurate. And then we got in this little thing, the 13.8 Bitcoin never came back. February, March, April. Did not happen. We're past that. But it did happen in December. And it also went to 20K, which was his next target, but it happened earlier than he predicted. Yet, 40, 60K, 100K, all that stuff is in the data. Bitcoin prices. And by chance, his top four, one of those is Litecoin right now. That are going to be a great performer. So, again, I'll link the video in case you guys missed it. This other guy, Crypto Crow. And, you know, watch it. See how you like it. Take care.